everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is the look I came up with today. I'm super excited because I love a blue smoky eye. Let's get into it. I'm starting off with the Colourpop single eyeshadow. This eyeshadow color is called Take the Lead. The reason I'm going with the gray taupey color first is because I wasn't sure what to film today, so I asked my hubby what color should I use, and he said do grays and dark blues. So he basically means a dark blue smoky eye. So I'm just gonna start placing it with a little pointed pencil brush. This is the BH Cosmetics number 11, and then to blend it out I'm using a thin blending brush. So remember, you'll want to be going back and forth with your eyeshadows and back and forth with your brushes. It's a game of switch it out. This is basically our transition color. To deepen that grayish color, I'm gonna go in with the Melt Cosmetics Muerte palette, and it's gonna be the eyeshadow Panteon. This is a very dark gray. It almost looks black, but it's a true gray. Same technique, place it with the BH Cosmetics brush and then blend it out with your small blending brush. Keep switching back and forth until you have the color where you want it. Before I place the color on my lid, I'm gonna just clean it up a little bit with the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer in the shade Fair Warm. And this is just a flat brush from Five Below. Once you have your shape kind of cleaned up, you're going to go in with your blue base. I'm going to use the Melt Cosmetics Reflect Gel Liner in the color Santos, like royal blue color. Even though it says it's a liner, I'm using it as a blue base because it's pretty creamy. And I'm using an angled brush to lay it on. To deepen out the outer corner and give it some dimension, I'm going to use the same palette. I'm going to use the eyeshadow Catrina. I'm using an e.l.f. packing brush to pat this on the outer corner. Remember, anytime you add a new eyeshadow, you want to blend out the edges. So when you're done patting out that blue, blend out the edges and keep repeating the process. To give the inner third of my lid some more pop and dimension, I'm going to use a Colourpop single eyeshadow, and this one is in the shade Quantum Sleep. It's such a super beautiful royal blue. I swear my camera does not do it justice. In person, it's super vibrant. With a little angled brush by BH Cosmetics, I'm gonna go in and do my brow bone highlight. This is the single shadow from Colourpop as well, and this one is called Hear Me Out. You notice I keep going in with that small blending brush because I want to make sure there's no harsh edges. And then to give that inner corner even more of a pop, I'm going in with the BH Cosmetics palette. It's the Illusion palette. This one doesn't have a name on the eyeshadow, but it's row number 2, eyeshadow number 3. To blend out and smoke out the bottom lash line, I'm going in with Noche Eterna, which is a navy blue from the palette. And then back over with Catrina. Not doing a wing today, but I am going to smoke out the top, so I'm just going to start off by outlining my top lash line and bottom waterline. And then I'm going to smudge out the top with the Melt Cosmetics Ultra Matte Gel Liner in Immortal. And then once I have that black on there, I'm going to use my e.l.f. brush and the eyeshadow Catrina to blend that out and smoke it out even more. Before I add my lashes, I'm just gonna go and curl my natural lashes and just layer one coat of mascara so they can blend in. I'm using the Lorella Cosmetics lashes in the style Real. Hide your eyelash band with liquid liner or gel liner. For primer, I have never actually tried this primer. This is the Dermablend Pore Saver Matte Makeup Primer. I will say I really liked it, even though it's my first impression. I really did not have to use powder to set my face with this because it had a soft matte effect. For foundation, because I'm going in with the matte primer, I also want to use a matte foundation just so I don't have to use powder towards the end. And this is the Maybelline Fit in 118 Light Beige. The foundation brush I'm using on my face doesn't have a name on it, but I'm pretty sure I got it at Walgreens or Walmart. To blend out the areas around my eyes and forehead, as always, I'm using my Real Techniques mini sponge. For bronzing and warming up my face, I'm using the Maybelline concealer in shades 35 and 45. And to brighten up, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in Fair Warm. Under my eyes, I always go in with a small concealer brush or detail brush because even though I want it to be smoked out, I don't want it to be super droopy. So I use that brush to make sure my eye shape is like straight across and then angles up and out at the very end by my temple. That's why I always go in with concealer and clean up my eyeshadows. For powder, this is my second time trying it out. This time I kind of liked it a little better with the powder puff. It's the Milani Shine Proof powder. Before going in with highlighter, I use my Catrice setting spray. That way my highlighter can pop even more and I don't have to use that much. Today I'm using a sponge because I don't want to rub my highlighter on with the brush. I just want to press it on. That way I don't have as much texture. For blush, I'm also going to keep it cool toned. I'm using the ABH blush trio. The blush trio is Pink Passion, and I'm using the color in the middle, which is Sugar. Since my eyes are very heavy, I'm not going to do much bronzing and contouring all over the face. I'm just going to do light contouring. Using my NYX HD blush in the shade Taupe and a small angled brush, I'm going to contour my face. As always, to clean up around my nose and my cheeks, I'm using my Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade 10. Then I'm not baking, I'm just brushing it off. Finish setting my face, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Natural Finish Setting Spray. For lips, I'm doing a nude lip, very pale as always, when I do a bold eye. This is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and share. See you in my next video.